Hello, beloveds. Part 2 of our 3-part video series. I'd like to tell you a little bit about treatment that is a transformational process. This treatment engages in the biospiritual system in a way that the biospiritual understands. So we're using the language of our biospiritual system, which is light, frequency, and form, geometry. And so this sacred geometric light emanation is a technology for balancing, wholeness, and transformation. And this particular sacred geometric light emanation that I'm going to share with you is of support right now for awakening in us a greater potential to meet what's happening in our environment from an empowered place, to transform the fears, not only that might come from our personal trauma and the traumas that are at the roots of that, but also the ancestral traumas that lead us to move into fear and to operate from a place that is less resourced and less powerful. This geometry is about creating your capacity to co-create potently with what's happening around us right now. The geometry is rather simple. It's going in the body. There'll be an orb of light that we're invoking that goes into the physical heart. It's about the size of the physical heart. Inside that orb of light will be a unicursal pentagram, which is a 5-pointed star like this. And it's unicursal, meaning that it keeps tracing itself over and over again. As we call this geometry in, the star will make that movement and the orb will spin, and as they do, they'll spark little microscopic orbs with little tiny 5-pointed stars being traced within them that will run through the bloodstream. And this is a way of coding onto the red blood cells, which have iron. They can receive messages, coding a new message into our biology to support us. This geometry, once invoked, will work in your biospiritual system for 40 days to create the transformation that is just right for you. So although many people are invoking this geometry, the wisdom of the light intelligence that we're calling in is that it will specifically intercommunicate with your biospiritual system, giving you exactly what is needed in exactly the way that's right for you. I'd like to speak just very briefly about the 2 flames that we're going to use. Flames is another word for light emanation. Light emanations and flames are vibrational mentors of light that come with a very particular frequency to support our transformation and awakening. The 2 that we'll be using for this, one is the flame of immaculate transformation, transmutation, and transfiguration. The other is the flame of ultimate personal dominion. That first flame that I spoke of, the flame of immaculate transformation, transfiguration, and transmutation, is the flame that will make up the orb. And this flame, I call it the iridium flame, the white gold of Mary Magdalene. It's a white gold flame that has a iridescence to it. This will make up the orb. The energy of this flame is promoting, as you might imagine, our capacity to transform, transmute, and transfigure. So what's happening in the biofield around us is generating and asking for transformation. And perhaps even if the virus enters into our bodies, to support us in transforming in a way that creates the highest possible outcome, even though we may not know what that is. The second flame, the flame of ultimate personal dominion. This flame is a metallic like light. It has that sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Reflective quality to it, and it's a very light blonde, a very, very light yellow, like blonde hair in the sunlight. And this is the flame that will trace the pathway of the pentagram. The energy of this flame is about claiming our power where we have it, letting go of the things that we cannot impact, that we cannot control, and discovering right relationship. It's about helping us release blame, guilt, shame, fear, and moving into a capacity for empowerment in relationship to whatever is showing up. And so these flames will co-create for us the capacity to take power where we have it, to have the wisdom to know where to move and where to adjust and change. And this is just a very, very brief, I'm kind of going through it quickly because I want to get as much in as I possibly can, a very brief little overview of the wisdom and the healing that is available for you in this. So we're going to do this in the form of a meditation, but this is not a visualization. This is actually an invocation of sacred light mentors from another dimension that are serving us here. And so your role is receptivity. Your role is to allow yourself to be touched and transformed in the way that serves you. And so I'm going to invite you to close your eyes, to allow your awareness to drop inward. We'll create a little space of greater receptivity in the body temple, bringing your awareness to breath and simply feeling your own breathing. Allowing the mouth to rest slightly open, softening the jaw, allowing the thinking mind to quit running so much and come into this present moment. Calling all of yourself to come and land in the body temple. Breathing in and resting into the pelvic bowl. Breathing in and resting into the back of your heart. Settling in. And just for a moment, feeling whatever has been stirring for you connected to this virus. Whatever it is. Whether it's been fears and concerns or connection to your role as a leader. Just bringing that to the surface, just noticing it. Calling it forward so that as we invoke the light mentors, they can easily see what's here for you. And then taking a nice cleansing breath and intending to allow yourself to deeply open to receiving the beneficial frequencies of the flames and geometry we're about to invoke. Giving permission for your own reorganization in alignment with your divine blueprint and plan. We call forth the flame of immaculate transformation, transmutation, and transfiguration. The flame that is the white gold of Mary Magdalene, iridescent white gold light, to come and form an orb of light within your physical heart. As this orb of light comes into form, it will begin to spin in whatever way serves your greatest supportive alignment. And we call forth the flame of ultimate personal dominion, the light metallic blonde flame, to come into your physical heart, into the orb of light, and trace the pathway of a pentagram. As this flame traces the pathway of the pentagram again and again, and the orb spins, they spark microscopic versions of themselves that begin to flow through your bloodstream, carrying this light wisdom to all parts of your body, and ultimately over the course of these 40 days to the very marrow of your bone, turning over the structure in alignment with your next greatest evolutionary step. As you allow yourself to be with this, keep your eyes closed. Just allow the nourishment. At a certain point, you'll feel a sense of completion for now. And when you do, you can simply go about your day. Please feel free to share this video with anyone you think would benefit. And invoke this geometry for your loved ones. It'll be for them like a little email. They can open it or not. All right, beloveds, I'll see you on the next video. Blessings.